I was just saying that I do everything for my people. Um, I think at some point I thought that I was trying to convince some people about my worth, and it was very heavy, because nobody cares when you at the end of the day, and you realize that the people that do care is the people that are on the journey, like you. And most of the time they are from the same culture, and most of the time, and the rest of the time they are from other cultures, but they are very specific human beings. So when you put that energy into trying to convince people of your worth, I felt like it was extremely heavy, and it's a burden that I didn't want to carry on. I remember when I went to my second residence for my documentary, and then they they I wanted to make a film about Haiti, blah blah blah. I was talking about voodoo. For me, it was natural to talk about voodoo because, as I told you, we are 100% voodoo and 90% Catholic and 10% or 50% or whatever from other religions. So voodoo is present everywhere. It's not like this doll that you're trying to kill, or this chicken or whatever. It's very part of ourselves, of our daily life. So I remember when I was telling them, they were like, "But Jessica, no one cares about voodoo." And I said, "Yeah, there's like at least 10 million people that I know back home, and 10 million in the diaspora that cares about it. That makes 22 million. I mean, why would you say no one? When you say no one, do you mean that no one from your culture cares about it, or no one in general? Do you define your culture as the symbolic of no one, or does no one define everyone? I mean, it's confusing for me because when they say no one, or when they say universal, they always talking about their culture, and I think it's completely legitimate, but it doesn't help me in my quest. So I had to create this universality that belongs to me and that made sense to me. And so that's when for me I realized that creating my own no one, and creating my own universality was a must. And I could not blame them. I could only blame myself for not creating that space for us to exist. And of course, there's this part of us that wants to be heard outside. But every time I'm creating something, I said, do my people understand? And even though like Duranjou went to lots of festival, wins lots of prizes, I still wasn't fulfilled until I made those projection within my country. I still wasn't completely a whole, until I saw my people asking me questions. And so we can discuss about this, because this is our healing process. And it doesn't matter if everyone in the world think that this is a good film until my own people can make, because it's a healing. We are in a healing process. And we can only become a nation until we face our demands, until we face the things that that are keeping us completely detached from what can make us move forward. So I couldn't care less, even though my ego, of course, is completely, it's really heavy about the fact that, but the ego doesn't take you nowhere, unfortunately. You need that. You need the ego doesn't heal, the healing doesn't even happen in the ego part. So I needed this, and until today, yeah, I think that's why my films are completely in Creole. That's why when they ask me why I don't make them in French, because it would be easier for me to get finance, I said, I'm sorry, it's not happening like that. And even though I need money, but I cannot. It would be a lie to myself. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that, from my point of view, it would be a lie.